This painting of Christ horrified the Vatican. It was meant to be holy, a vision of the Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit united as one. But instead, it became a nightmare, a Christ with three faces fused into one body. Believers were shocked, clergy were outraged, and the Vatican condemned the image as blasphemy, ordering it banned and destroyed. Why did this strange attempt to depict divine mystery terrify the Church so much that it tried to erase it from history? If you love exploring the unsettling side of art and history, subscribe, like this video, and hit the bell icon. And tell us in the comments, does this three-faced Christ look sacred to you or monstrous? The painting was known as the three-faced Jesus, or, in Latin, the Vultus Trifrons, meaning three-faced visage. It showed a single figure of Christ, but instead of one human face, three were fused together, one looking forward, one to the left, one to the right, three faces, one head, one body. It was supposed to symbolize the mystery of the Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, united as one God. For its defenders, it was a visual way to express the unity of divine persons without breaking them into separate figures. This wasn't a brand new invention. Medieval Europe had experimented with the image. Illuminated manuscripts, cathedral carvings, even stained glass windows sometimes depicted a three-faced Christ. In the Gothic imagination, strange and symbolic forms were not unusual. But where medieval artists might have seen mystery, later viewers saw monstrosity, and what was meant to be holy quickly became horrifying. Reactions were often immediate and visceral. To ordinary worshippers, the three-faced Christ didn't inspire reverence, it inspired disgust. It looked unnatural, almost grotesque, like something monstrous rather than divine. Theologians, too, were uneasy. The image seemed to distort Christ's humanity. Jesus was supposed to be both fully human and fully divine, but no human had three faces. By trying to show the Trinity this way, the painting blurred the line between mystery and monstrosity. The Vatican responded. In 1628, Pope Urban VIII officially condemned the image, declaring it a distortion of sacred truth. More than a century later, Pope Benedict XIV reaffirmed the ban in 1745, calling such depictions dangerous and misleading. Church orders went out to destroy or cover the images. Paintings of the trifacial Trinity were burned, similar sculptures were smashed, stained glass windows were replaced. Only a handful of examples survived, scattered fragments of a forbidden vision. For the Vatican, this was not just bad art. It was heresy in paint and stone. So why was this image so terrifying? At its core was theology. The Trinity was the central mystery of Christianity. Three persons, one God. But mystery did not mean monstrosity. Depicting three faces on one head suggested a distortion of God's nature, something less holy, more grotesque, maybe even demonic. In an age of Protestant critique, the stakes were high. Protestants already accused Catholics of idolatry and grotesque superstition. To display a three-faced Christ seemed to prove them right, that Catholic art had turned faith into something monstrous. It was also a matter of devotion. Art was meant to guide believers toward God, but the trifacial Trinity risked doing the opposite, leading them into confusion, fear, even revulsion. In many ways, this horror wasn't about demons or devils. It was about God himself, when the sacred was made strange and holiness was turned into something uncanny. The three-faced Jesus horrified the Vatican because it turned Christianity's most profound doctrine into a vision of terror. The Trinity was meant to be mystery, but not monstrosity. And yet, in the strange logic of art, the attempt to make mystery visible created something believers could not bear to look at. That is why the Vatican tried to erase it. To preserve mystery, it had to destroy monstrosity. But fragments remain, manuscripts, carvings, a few paintings, enough to remind us of a time when artists reached for the divine and touched something unsettling instead. And perhaps the most haunting truth is this: the most terrifying image is not of the devil, but of God. Thanks for watching Mythology Vortex. If this story of the forbidden Christ intrigued you, give this video a like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more dark tales of art and belief. And let us know in the comments. Do you think the Vatican was right to ban the three-faced Christ? Or should such strange visions survive, no matter how unsettling? Until next time, stay curious, stay wary, and remember, the line between sacred and monstrous is thinner than we think.